Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Those of y'all who follow this channel.
Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so blue? Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so blue?
We gotta play our theme music. We feeling real blue right now, and I ain't talking about our damn running back neither. We feeling blue because we done took an L, and this team looks like they just simply can't cut the mustard. But my dog West Coast was saying some things about this team that I really think y'all need to hear. What you talking about, Wes?
Man. Right now we feeling hopeless. Jerry got to do something to get a nation some hope, man. And I don't know whether it's going to have to be manufactured, because there's nothing I think that as far as the team can do, as far as production wise, that can do that for you right now. The only one that you have to win right now, you have it from the Giants, and it was an ugly win. So we were hoping that we would have built off that, you know what I'm saying, to show us something to give that in this game. But Jerry got to give us some optimism, man. He got to package up something, man. He got to put something in a package and put a bow on it, man, and force feed it to the nation, man. You got to give us something, because at the end of the day, man, you got to see it like this, I know fans don't want to hear this, but Jerry Jones still got tickets. He still got a big old AT&T building that he rents out, because he don't own AT&T Stadium. He still rents that out from the city of Arlington, and he going to have to pay that fee. So what do you got to do? You got to sell them tickets, man. You have one home game. It didn't look good, and you've been on the road twice, and you've lost both games. Jerry's going to do something. I am predicting that Jerry's going to do something, whether it be, trade or someone losing their job. But Jerry is knowing Jerry. Jerry's going to do something to bring the optimism to this, to give you that thought of we're going to go in a different direction, because as of right now, things are not looking good for the Dallas Cowboys. So, and this team needs something. They needs like what we got when we had George Pickens, that feeling of, you've been holding that pee all day and you finally get to the toilet. The Cowboys need that. And right now, I don't really care what it comes from. I'm going to tell you, I think firing a coach would be dramatic, because, man, unless you go get Antonio Pierce, he probably the only coach that got fired and then took over and then had a little bit of run. But typically when you fire a coach, that's signifying that the season's over. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When we took out the starting quarterback, what happened? Boss was like, hey man, start plugging this stuff up, man. Get them scores over there. Start wrapping as soon as Dak came out the game, we start wrapping stuff up, man. So it's like it's gone. So Jerry, my question to Jerry Jones right now, what are you going to do to bring optimism into this nation? Because that's what's needed right now. Cowboys fans need to feel hope about something.
Well said, West Coast, and I do got to do this. Today's stream is brought to you by Sleeper app. Go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to 100 instantly. I 1,000% agree with you, Wes. 1,000,000%. And this is not the time to mail in the season. You just got to look and be real about who you are, right? Now we was all like, oh yeah, we got rid of Micah Parsons, that he was a counselor and all of that. See, listen to the deal. Now you got to replace him. Now you got to replace him. So let's talk about replacing him. Go get Trey. Go get Trey Henderson, man. Right? So the Bengals, did they lose today?
Awfully. It was like 48-10.
That's
great. That's great. So that's the team.
2-1, so they ain't gonna mail it in just yet. They gotta get their ass a little bit more.
Start dating them, Jerry.
The Jets did too.
Hey, but you know what? The way the Cincinnati Bengals are set up, they don't really want to play Trey. So realistically, it would make more sense for them to trade him away and just go get another trade with a pick.
Yeah,
because they want the talent, they just don't want the paycheck that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So the easiest way to do that is to trade him away, get some value for him. Then you go back in the draft and you draft the same exact position again. Then you have the position and then you have the production, and you have that production on a 5-year deal, which you would have got off a trade had you would have resigned him. So literally everybody wins. That would be the best thing for Cincinnati right now.
Let's go around.
Yeah, but
Henny, what do we do?
What you just said is what Jerry Jones really want to do.
Exactly.
But Henny, we gonna go around. How do we get out of this?
Shit, you don't.
Pray.
What you mean? Get out of it.
Wait. Like, you have no ideas to try to turn this?
I mean, are we talking about realistic ideas, or we just talk about trade options? Because it's not the answer is not within. Goddamn it!
Oh, well, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not within. So what we gonna do to fix it?
Like, dog, only you can do is trade and pray about it.
Okay.
You gotta write it. Hold on, I'm gonna elaborate on this.
Okay.
You gotta hope, that somebody getting their ass whooped so bad they just want to send their great pass rusher to the Dallas Cowboys, for penny on a dollar. That's what you gotta hope for. You gotta hope that Miami doesn't turn anything around. You gotta hope that the Bengals season is going down the toilet. You gotta hope that one of these teams with a good pass rush that's plug and play, continue to lose and look bad, so you can ship them. They be willing to trade here offers for them. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the fire sales, but outside of that, Trayvon Diggs left the game with an injury. Kenny Clark left the game with an injury. CeeDee Lamb left the game with an injury. Until I hearing about how my marquee players are actually doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we make a trade right now, we don't got CeeDee Lamb for 4 games a month. Shit might get ugly. We ain't got Trayvon Diggs for a prolonged period of time. It might get ugly because we still don't know for sure DeRon Bland gonna be right back this upcoming game. They speaking about it, but we know the Dallas Cowboys timelines. Like, they could be trying to rush that man back for all the hell we know. So we got to figure some shit out on our injury front too before we out here try to trade for somebody. This shit might be a little bit worse than you think.
I'll say this, and then I'm gonna pass it to Lou, and then Amp, and then Coach. To me, we can't die as we hope for others to die. We can't die.
I'll go to your funeral if you go to mine. Basically.
Right. So we gotta stay alive. We gotta basically stay on life support during the first part of the season. But we also have to be praying for teams that have assets that we need. We gotta want them to go ahead and fall off, to trade and raid them. That's, to me, our best option for the season. And we gonna talk about some schematic stuff too. Lou, how do we get out of this?
We gotta look from it within, everyone. Coaches, players, front office, and Cowboy Nation. People have been fighting us all year, fighting us all year and our ideas. And the one thing we just ain't kept in mind, or we just had in mind, is that we kept the Cowboys first. And everything we were seeing that we were scared of, it happened. There's no pass rush. We thought the scheme was a little. I had questions about the scheme when I saw it in preseason. I thought it was a little too passive, and it didn't really fit us. And then I don't think the personnel in certain areas, the protection may have shifted, but my problem is with the protection in general. I don't think any player should be protected in general, no matter how much money they're making. And that's rooted in the fandom, that's rooted in the front office, and that's rooted in just football, period. Football, period. The lack of competition is the reason why you got your ass whooped today. You know what I'm saying? Like, just period.
Elaborate.
Protecting guys, playing guys who because they have years with us, or because they have a C on their chest, not getting on them, being too comfortable. Just all of this confusion at the top has seeped into the players, and we've seen it on full display. I feel like the culmination of, if we had true competition, like shoddy campaign all season 4, this game right here in particular goes a lot differently. But I think you're comfortable. So how do you get out of this? This is what we've been preaching all year. I mean, we was preaching just one, but now I'm to the point. Here's what I'm to this point, Cowboy Nation. This is what I don't want to hear. Sitting on your hands is not an option. Sitting on your hands is not an option. And I saw someone during the game cast saying, "Oh, let's just trade it in and get a top 5 pick." You're not for the Cowboys if you're trying to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you right now, because we're telling you this is a race against time, and we do not have time. If you feel like we can't get out of this, and you feel like we can't get out of this because you know the best way is trading our assets, and you want to keep our assets that bad, that shows you what are you for? You're not for getting better. You're for just keeping it for your own personal gain. Because the help is not from within. The help is not on a practice squad, and the help is not on the bench.
So I got a super chat. He said, y'all forgot who the Bengals owner is. They don't trade players and picks. Got to target teams with new GMs and head coach. Go look at Crosby. Go look at the Raiders. Like, yeah, go look at Miami. We chill. Like, you know, it's different teams that got the edge rushers. Go ahead, Amp.
I'm really at a loss for words, because if we don't fix the deficiencies we have, it's going to be a long ass season. A long season, because you look at our schedule, this is kind of the slightly easier part of the schedule, if you will. After about mid-season and really after the trade deadline is when it turns up, when that heat intensifies, when the level of competition intensifies. And we're going to have some long games that's going to look very similar to this if we don't take care of what we need to. Now, as far as safety room, I'm cool with giving the backups a chance, but I'm also open to looking outside of the building. Running back, I'm just looking outside the building, because I didn't see enough from the guys to really give me any kind of hope, anything to grab onto as far as, yeah, that person's going to be able to take it. And see, what you saw this game, you saw your head coach, offensive coordinator admitting where the deficiencies were based off of how he called the game. You saw him trying to hand the ball off to CeeDee Lamb, trying to hand the ball off to not Rico, Lord Jesus. Kevontae Turpin, forgive me. You saw him giving it to them because he didn't trust who else he had back there. He wasn't trying to give it to Miles Sanders like that. And like y'all heard me say, again, this is not a competition of Javonte Williams against who we would like to have. This is a conversation of Miles Sanders versus who we would like to have. Because even if you take away his long run of 22 yards, bruh, Javonte Williams is still averaging about 5 yards a carry, y'all, even without the long. So he is being successful. A lot of that you got to give credit to your offensive line. You heard Boss reference it today. Yards before contact. That's not a stat that's to be played with. That is a very good stat, saying your offensive line is keeping you clean. And while we're on the subject of offensive line, I think it may be time to slowly begin to look at our tackle situations, because to me, that's our weakness. When we pass the ball, your tackles just are giving up too much ground.
Giving a lot of ass. Also, I got a super chat over here, man. Shout out to Queso52 with the 2-piece. He said, fire Eberflus, pay Zimmer double shotty to be DC. Man, you don't let Zimmer be hang with his little young thing, man. He ain't trying to hear that shit.
Coach. We need you, Coach.
Well, you know, I like watching football and watching other teams and the trends in the NFL can tell you a lot. It can tell you a lot about this chase of trying to get players or just having guys that grind and get the best out of your other players. Because I'm watching the San Francisco team that's 3-0, then they lost their quarterback for 2 games. They got a bunch of guys you don't even know on defense. They got rid of a lot of their veteran guys, and they're just putting together and then grinding out wins.
Resilient.
They're grinding out wins. And I watched in the NFL the last couple of weeks, and scoring is down. You having teams that are just grinding out and playing. The better teams are playing defense. Even Green Bay today, they lost, but they still play very good defense. And I say it again, man, we're going to go as far as our defense can go. And then when I watch our defense and I give it up big plays, some of this is athleticism, but some of this, when you got people running wide open.
Yep.
Some of this is when you got people running wide open.
Why?
And I coach, I can tell you this: when you playing something, you got people running wide open, That ain't got a damn thing to do with Madden. That's probably a guy just ain't do what he's supposed to do. Yeah, and he didn't. And guess what? When you start having these type of brain farts and you start getting that type of stuff, it goes back to what I have been saying about this Cowboy team for many years. That goes to mental toughness. And we don't have that. And then when we get to the point when I look at and when I get the stat, I look at we talked so much at the beginning of this season about the run game and how much we need. We spent weeks and weeks running down about defensive tackle. And then I watched Swift averaging 2.5 yards a carry. Everybody on the Bears team averaging less than 3 yards a carry, less than a guy that had one run for 12 yards.
Speed coach.
So I see when I look at the defense and that you can stop the run, then I say, okay, the toughness part
is there.
We're doing okay.
Right.
But when we look at the back end, and this is what always happen with the Cowboys. And y'all think about this. The thing that we run and we just hop on all season, and then we just act like the other part is going to be okay, and we forget about it. It'd be the exact same thing.
They bite us in the ass.
Kill us right in the face. That's why I keep trying to tell you. It's not about no one position. It's not about no one unit. It's about team.
Yeah.
And you know something I like about, and you know something, and I don't want to bring up the offensive tackles because preferably I like what I'm seeing from the offensive line. But you cannot, we are so disjointed about the little things that we're getting into a point where we're thinking that we got to score 30 points. But this game, if we get eliminated big plays, this game should have been a 17-14 game going down the stretch, and we probably could have won it. This is where this game should have been.
That's right.
But you give all these big plays up, you give a team like Caleb Williams, he didn't have no great game. Listen, you know what this game reminded me when I look at his stats? He completed 19 passes. Go back to Green Bay game when we played the playoff game, and Jordan Love completed about 18 passes for almost 300 yards. Caleb Williams completed 19 passes for 300 yards. That's too many big plays to give it, and you cannot win. And when you want to give it a big, and I'll say this last thing: we lost the turnover battle. With the 4 battles, you got to win. We lost explosive plays. We lost the turnover battle. I think we lost in some ways the effort battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you lose these things, right, you're going to win. You're going to lose. And if we go into the next game against other teams and do that, we're going to lose. But I know when people talking about go get this, go get that. But if we don't do the basic thing, trade what you want to trade, it's going to be the exact same way. And I've been in this game a long time. And you can't fix it by just throwing people in there.
Yeah.
That ain't going to fix it.
You gotta, the people that's in there gotta hold up their assignments. Wes.
It's a lack of focus.
Yes, sir.
This guy is gonna be the talk. I need you to lead this talk.
This is my thoughts, right? Chicago gave Eberflus an opportunity to be a coach there. You have Sam Bowen, a guy that used to be in Chicago. You know, all these extra emotions and things like that, if they weren't generated in this game, they're not gonna magically appear. You know what I'm saying? This was the game that you, as Eberflus, this is the game that you were supposed to be circling, because Caleb Williams is a guy that you've had the privilege of coaching. You know what I'm saying? You have information, knowledge about this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you go out there and listen to me. Winning and losing is all about a part of football. I tell my guys all the time, winning and losing is actually a part of football. What's not a part of football is looking unorganized, blowing assignment. That is not about a part of being football. You know what I'm saying? But old Texas ass whooping, you just got a wild molly whip. That's football. That happens. You know what I'm saying? But unorganized, blowing assignments, that stuff is not. Why? Because every team has the same amount of time to practice. So that means that if we all practicing the same, give or take, you having better talent, it should still weed out those types of things. Cowboys still have those types of things, so it lets me know that the culture is still very much intact. Like, we had this big old thing about the culture change in Dallas. No, the culture did not change in Dallas. The year changed in Dallas. That's it. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, They are too. The smell of them is too great, bruh. There is no coach that you can just come in here and he can just come in here with some Bath and Body Works and spray over what Jerry Jones then put on this organization has done for 50 years. It's not. You know what I'm saying? That is our culture. We need a guy that can literally be like, I can win despite that. And to be honest with you fellas, I don't think that guy really even exists. Like, I don't believe, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. As mad as I want to be at Matt Eberflus, I feel like any organization could probably go to him. He could go to an organization and be like, yo, man, we lost Micah Parsons. I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need da-da-da-da-da-da. And they would at least throw some shit at the wall, right? Like where is the shit at that you threw at the wall? Like we're at the point now, there's no coach in football that is good enough for you to just take away, and never replace. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna tell you guys this: in performance-based businesses, if you do not replace with better, you didn't replace. Because think about this: if that goes down, theoretically they could put me at quarterback, but are they gonna get the results that you want? No. So do I count? No, I don't count. It only counts if you replace them with something that is better or can enhance what you're doing. Other than that, it's just a bunch of standstill. So what do I think that's going to happen this year, man? Or not even this year to get this thing fixed. I'm going to keep it real personnel-wise. I don't believe it's fixable with personnel because the Dallas Cowboys don't believe in getting the best people available. We don't believe in even getting the best persons available. So it's like, I don't think that we can make this better with just getting the best guys that we like. No, I don't think that team's available. I don't think that's available. And the last thing I'm going to say before I get out of here, man, is it is a sad day and as a Cowboy fan where you get to a point in your footballer's life where you can't just say we have 4. Because we had 4 today, and it did not look like we had 4. And I'm going to tell y'all this right here, man, like, if they're starting to look like that, do you know what's also going to happen? The Dallas Cowboys are going to stop finding reasons to want to pay a $60 million quarterback if you're getting these results. Even if and think about this. You know what's so gangster about the Jerry Jones? Cowboys won't even care if Dak is the reason for it or not. It won't even matter to them.
He'll be the martyr.
Exactly. He won't matter. And then guess what? Because we've seen that with other players. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't even be his fault. But man, it's gonna be some dark days. Man, this season has to come around, man, because it's not looking good for my kids' Cowboys. That's all I'm gonna say. For the team that my kids are gonna grow up watching, it's not looking good, bro. Because we're not. And then think about this: everybody's saying Archie Manning, but you're gonna be just with Dak. You're gonna be just good enough to not be able to replace him with any top 10.
As a Texas fan, no,
Archie ain't ready.
He ain't ready. He ain't ready.
He ain't coming out this year.
I'll say this.
Okay, can West Coast get a West Coast view around? I get that.
Yeah, pass it me. I want to say something about you.
Yeah, I'm finna pass it to you right now, Coach.
Love you, Cuzzo. That's all I say. Love you, Cuzzo.
Love you too, cuz.
All right, Wes. Go ahead, Coach. Then you, Henny.
Let me speak.
No, go ahead.
And I want to speak to this point because the Eberflus needs to hear me on this right here.
Oh, I don't hear this.
And I understand. I understand. We talking about, and I know we had a lot of conversation about Sanborn, and Sanborn was brought in here to help our run defense, and hell, our run defense is playing better. He wasn't brought in here to be a pass guy, but there's one person that Eberflus has put a lot of confidence in. And that person, I seen him talk to that guy when that guy came off the sideline in the last couple possessions. So I assume that he takes a lot of confidence in this guy because of his back end. And he coached Malik Hooker in Indianapolis. Yeah,
he drafted him,
and he done put a lot of confidence in a guy that I don't want to talk bad about him.
He was in Dallas in 2016. He did not draft him.
Oh, he did not.
Yeah, but he played under Eberflus defense in Indianapolis, and I think he's put too much trust in that guy that run his back end, and that is because when you start having the things that we're having that means that your safeties ain't got these guys tight in about what their assignments supposed to be, and they don't respect to say, hey, he's gonna get them in where they're supposed to be at. And then you're not making no plays. You better say, hey man, you can't rock with that. Because I don't care what y'all say, man. This back end, we have given up almost we have given up so many plays in the last 2 games. We have gone backwards because Jalen Hurts didn't push the ball down the field. He didn't try to throw the ball down, and he still ain't trying the ball down the field. He didn't try. But ever since then, and just like we had said last week, it's on tape now, and you're going to get that every week if you don't figure out. If I find I got a safety back there and they can't really respond and make coverages, I'm going to make them think every day, and I'm going to get them because they're not in flow and their confidence is shot. Now, I don't know if the guys in this room, I don't know if the guys in that locker room, but I'd rather go with a guy that's young and speed and can give me a little bit more athleticism, and I can try to teach him how to be cerebral than to give a guy that's trying to be cerebral and he's messing up and being the cerebral part and he ain't got the athletic part. Yeah. So that's where we need to get a little bit more athletic in the back end, and that I will go that way because that way I can have at least aggression, and then we can have some people, if they do make mistakes, they can erase some mistakes with their athleticism.
So I'm gonna jump in real quick. I'm gonna be quick too. It's a lot of people in here. I don't want to be long-winded.
Okay.
Andrew Curtis.
$19 years?
I'm putting the bulls on you, sir.
You're not the only one, boss.
Oh, I know.
You're right next to him.
I know. But
Jesus Christ, bro.
But I'm putting it on him. I'm putting it on him because he's the overall passing game coordinator on defense. Besides him,
explain the role, because I don't think people understand their role.
So the cornerback coach, David Overstreet, he's not going to be over as much as the schematic side as Andrew Curtis. Mm-hmm. So put it like this. Our passing game coordinator used to tell us, listen, you corners, y'all don't think, you brain dead. They used to literally say, you ain't got to think, right? Because it's the safeties that communicate to us the changes. So if it's motions and stuff like that, which is changing assignments, the safeties will say, blue, 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 silver, silver. And we'll give them the thumbs up like I heard you. And then my assignment, but I didn't have to think. The person who put that in place was the passing game coordinator. Mm-hmm. So it goes, see, Coach Marv was so fair, bro. Y'all, I hope y'all listen. If you look up front, the problem is not the front. The problem is the back end.
It's the back end, yeah.
And that singly focuses on Andrew Curtis. Everybody go look at Eberflus, as they should, because he the overall defensive coordinator. Yep. But the bullseye need to be straight on Andrew. Somebody, and so I'm gonna point to 2 people right now and say, terminations, something need to happen quick. Donovan Wilson, change need to be made. I'm be all the way honest. He gotta go. He not holding up on that back end at all. Worse than Malik Hooker.
Yeah.
Something need to happen with Andrew Curtis. And you right. If you make, this is where Wes was right. If you make a change to Andrew Curtis, that's a bad signal. That almost signals it's over. But something need to happen quick. You don't have 2 weeks of explosive plays in a row. No, I didn't expect it. It's unacceptable. It's something need to happen now or it's over.
And you were talking about desperation. This is what we're talking about. See, this is desperation. 1 week we're looking at Andrew Curtis, and we coach in the meeting with head coaches. Probably shot is like, okay, tell me what's the game plan this week versus, you know what I'm saying, tell me what they run and what is your game plan this week and what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Give me your ARs or your action required. What are you going to do to improve the communication? Desperation looks like this year. okay, it's not that you're gonna tell me. We in that room with you, and we want to know where you came from. Like, there's gonna be an ultra eyeglass on that entire schematics of the defensive passing room, and making sure Shotty may be in there himself, making sure what is the calls, what are we doing right. There's gonna like tonight, and they're gonna probably look at the film tonight. They're gonna sit down with him. You know what I'm saying? What is the call right here? Why do we make the call right here? Why is Donovan Wilson not getting the call right here? Why is he flat-footed right here? Why is he looking like he's playing a robber and we're clearly playing cover 3? And this is why, I didn't let that reason hold me for a reason that the defense. No, you got veteran safeties, veteran coaches, 19 years in the league he's been doing this. And we're talking about basic stuff, maybe like a communication. Yes, the athletic ability may not be there, but I've seen people get older retired safeties, and be able to hold on the roof, man. The roof is important. I talk about roof leakage, man. We always say, Lord, bless the roof over my head. If you ain't got no roof on defense, you ain't got no defense. We are liable.
That's very true. But hey, can I also say this though? Can I also just throw this out there though? All that is true, but there is not a play call in this world that say Diggs fall down in coverage and give up a one-play touchdown. Mm-hmm. There's no call for that. He ain't called it in. Hey, Diggs, lay down this play, man. We're gonna let him score right here. He ain't called that shit in.
Right.
Ain't nobody saying no shit like that. When it came to the trick play, they remember. They gave two explosives up in the first quarter that completely changed, the dynamic of the game, because they got a 3-and-out the first time around. Like they brought a blitz, Diggs fell in man-to-man coverage, or it could have been matched, whatever the hell it was. He was by himself and he fell. There was a one-play touchdown. The other one was the flea flicker. Like they saw the ball into the hands of the running back. They stepped up because they thought they had to come down to their run fits. Ball right back to Caleb Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like. What was the call? What was the call on that? What? I don't really know what you can do about that. Because Hooker could not get back over there. You know what I'm saying? Like there are some things you are correct about. Like hey, they gotta be better with their communication. So I 1,000% agree with you. But there are also folks out there playing like shit. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? It's a combination, man. I don't want to just think we get these plays down. You know what I'm saying? We get these calls better. Like nah, dog. Like some
these dudes ain't good, bro. These dudes aren't good.
Yeah, like some of this shit ain't gonna get fixed.
Hey, just listen to me. And that's what I've kind of been preaching. Like, listen to me. I do believe these guys are trying to give it their best, but their best just isn't good enough. Like, it's just not good enough. There's a reason why certain players make more money than other players, and we are wrong and doing them a disservice to think that every player can play at the same level because of the scheme. Bro, the scheme ain't gonna do nothing. The scheme ain't gonna do nothing but put you in a position to give up a touchdown. That's it. If the dude is faster than you, you're going to be in play while he scores a touchdown for you. Like, let's not assume that every touchdown scored is because the scheme was off or it was bad defense. No, it was you had a better dude on a better dude, and guess what? That better dude beat that other better dude. So what happened?
I see a lot of
especially when you got two backup corners in there.
Can I come out there? Go ahead.
So peep this. Am I coming in loud enough?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all gonna hate me for saying this. It's just how I feel. I'm putting the majority of this on Matt Eberflus. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's a little deeper than rap, okay?
I love it.
It's a point y'all hadn't heard tonight. 4 of his defensive coaches came from goddamn Chicago. Shout out to the weak-ass linebacker coach, Dave Bergonzi. Shout out to Andre Curtis, who you've heard about tonight. Shout out to your DB and secondary coach, David Overstreet, who also came from Chicago. And shout out to your assistant D-line coach, Brian Bain, who also came from Chicago. All of those are areas where you are struggling. Yes, I know we lost Michael. I get it. So D-line ain't going to be what they was. But you have a coach at each position where your defense is struggling from that Bears team under Matt Eberflus. He brought his homies with him. And I'm sorry, they just not cutting the mustard. Yes, the players have a deficiency. I'm not disagreeing with y'all with that whatsoever. I am fully on board with what y'all are saying. But he brought this staff here. This is a staff he was confident in. 4 coaches from the Bears last year. How did they do? I'll wait. Y'all got it.
Great job. Go ahead, Coach.
Great. Let me listen here. And I'm going to just give you a little history. When I first started this channel, my channel, there was a guy there. Y'all can go back and check my record. Check one of my first couple of videos I did. There was a guy named Jalen Ramsey out there in the market. And I did a whole video, my first couple of videos, about we need Jalen Ramsey because I knew for a fact that he wanted to play safety because I preached for 2 hours on the live telling you that we need an upgrade and a player maker in safety. Go back and check it. It's on my playlist. Go check it out. It's on my playlist. I preached about that, went over there, I put it in Twitter. I said it in Twitter. All this because I already knew the safety position was. Because see, I've been talking about this for a while. I just don't look at stuff in a short range view. I knew that this defense needed a playmaker and a dog that was going to demand and make people scared to even try them. And then I knew he would be a great safety. This is what I knew because I found out some information that that's what he wanted to play. He wanted his second career to be safety. I preached about this, but we couldn't get no momentum because the momentum at that time was getting a second wide receiver. Everybody was all on that. But I was preaching that because I knew and I was hoping it wouldn't come back to bite our ass. But it's biting our ass.
Yeah.
I told you this months ago, that the back end needed that playmaker that put this defense in it right. We needed that guy to handle the back end and allow guys, just like Boss said, when it's a tackle with coverage, the first person the defensive coordinator come to or the pass game coordinator is the safety.
That's right.
I call the coverage. You communicate the coverage.
That's right.
If they don't get the coverage, it's on him.
That's on the safety.
And this is what I keep trying to tell you. If you got confusion and you don't have leadership on the back end, and like I said, I ain't never seen a real good defense that didn't have good safety play. Now, y'all may be looking at names, but when you see a good defense, go check the stats and go look at the defense, and I guarantee you they safeties are playing outrageously good. But I tell you, that's why I said this about Jalen Ramsey. We're going to talk about going to get people. I said that then. I did 2 videos on that. And it's coming to fruition now. We got to get that back end tight. Now the front end, they're doing the job. But listen, we ain't get. I think we lead the league and get in Russian defense. We're playing physical. Yeah, we're not getting to the quarterback because man, we can't get the guy to be. We getting guys wide open. We can't make the quarterback put the ball down because and one thing about quarterbacks when they start getting big plays, they like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson started throwing the guys way open because he felt the guys y'all had back there ain't gonna intercept the ball.
Yep. He was afraid.
Matter of fact, there was a trend for interception this game. Nobody wouldn't have got the damn ball. Everybody looking at the damn ball while it floated in the air.
So check this.
But if that was Jalen Ramsey back there, you think they would have tried him?
So check this.
Hell no.
So this is the deal. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do this week.
Gotta work.
I'm gonna be on team everything. This ain't team running back. This ain't team defensive end.
Team aggression.
This team aggression. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm gonna be dropping before it drop. I'm gonna be talking about safeties we can acquire right now. I'm gonna be talking about edges that's realistic potentially. Crosby, Trey, Miles gonna be hard, right? Running back, schematics, all of it gotta be challenged. All of it. This the last thing I'm gonna say on Eberflus. Your defense look old. Now, I'm cool with bend don't break. I'm cool. If you don't let it flood. You letting it flood. If the goal is to keep everything in front of you and you doing that, and that front is holding up, which it is, I rock with your conservative, soft ass, rush 4, be safe. I'm cool.
It ain't happening.
But if you letting the back end flood, nah.
What you being conservative?
But
What we being conservative for?
Issue. That's the biggest issue. You can't play the kind of coverage and scheme that he plays and still allow explosives.
You can't.
That's the whole fucking purpose of dropping
bend don't break
in the coverage.
Right.
It's not supposed to be possible.
Right.
It's not supposed to be possible.
Right.
Kenny, can I simplify it for you, dog?
Please.
It's at the point where the safety play is so damn bad. They make you question calling them their goddamn name. Safeties. They're supposed to be safe. If everything else fails, they are your fail safe. That's why they call safeties. They make you question even calling them safeties. They're more like liabilities, and they need to be off the field.
Can I also add this in? We going real in on the safeties, and it's very deserved. But we ain't gonna sit here and act like other people playing good football. We ain't gonna sit here and act like we ain't finna sit here and act like Elam was playing good football. We ain't finna sit here and act like any of the linebackers held up in coverage. And that's one of the issues. If you're going to have your linebackers cover all goddamn day, you should at least have some athletes on the field. Why is Sanborn still? Never mind, dog. Y'all got it.
No, so Henny, what I did, Pete, is like on the third down, obvious passing or third and long situations, they get him out there. My thing is,
he's a sub package.
He's a sub. How the hell you a Mike Green Dot and you a sub package?
He's a sub package. Yes,
that's on the field.
Crazy.
So
you should be on the field.
And this is why
Reddy made 2 plays, and then folks act like he ain't blowing his coverages too.
When stubbornness meets the fire, will desperation kick in? Desperation, I'm telling you. Because that's the one cure, I believe, to stubbornness is when you desperate enough, when your feet to the fire. And I think next, I'm just saying, I'm saying this because we already saw it a little bit. I saw Thomas I finally saw some snap count decrease from Wilson. I did see a little foul a little bit more. We don't have the snaps, with it. But when desperation fully kicks all the way in, will stubbornness finally leave? Now, I know that's not the solution with everything. There's a lot to be with that. But I'm telling you right now, personnel should be corrected at first.
Hell, just play prevent all damn game at this point.
I
don't trust them in prevent.
You got paid. We got paid. Boss can tell you this, man. Boss can tell you this. Zimba defense, as well as this defense. I said this last year on our live screen at the beginning. I said this defense is made for safeties to be all-stars. And then we had a preseason game and the safeties made play after play. And we said, okay, this is, and I said then, and I'll say it again. If your safeties are not making plays and not special in the defense we had with Zimba and the defense we had now, you're going to have trouble. Fix that, and I'll guarantee you this defense will be all right.
Put a year, put 2025. You got to make it specific.
Salute the Rogue X for the $9.99. He said this zone is killing us. I'm like, shit.
It's zone, it's man, it's whatever you want. Because listen here, if you go man and you catch your safeties out there, do you trust them guarding the man-to-man coverage? Do you trust Wilson man-to-man coverage if they got to be a man-to-man coverage with their speed?
Exactly.
No. So you play a zone so you can protect them because you know if you get caught, they can't do corner-like things. And then they confuse in zone. So tell me, if they confuse in zone, you trying to cover them because they can't cover man, and they're not athletic, what in the hell do they give you?
I have to go to Chat GPT. Look
So,
at some, they got some good names up in here, but Chat GPT go hard. What?
Wait, tell it. Give me a list of teams. Please incorporate also free agents as well.
Hold on.
I'm gonna see what my list say too.
Incorporate.
Give me a list of 10.
Give me a list of 10. We showing y'all how to use this Chat GPT. Give me a list of 10.
Incorporate.
I got Javon Holland. I got Jordan Poyer from the Bills.
Hold on real quick. So give me a list of 10. Incorporate
free agents as well.
Jordan Poyer went back to the Bills.
Mine made mine a list of 10 without asking. I got a slightly different browser.
You can share your screen too, Amp.
Oh shit, let's go there.
Man, you would be better off, and y'all right about looking at the. But you know what I would do, and I'm gonna tell you this, man, and it's probably gonna come back. I would take all these guys. They got these young guys they brought in here. We got some speed. They got some speed, right? And even what's my man? The number 2 that came out there play. I know he can run, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'll give me some athletic guys that I can increase my athleticism back there, and then we'll work on the rest.
Yeah, Andre Cisco,
and we'll work on the rest. If I get me some athletic, and then we'll work on the rest. But you got to be athlete. Give me some athletes back there, and we'll work on the rest. We'll stay in the film room all the time, but I know they're gonna be athletic enough to be able to make something happen. But don't give me 2 guys that is slow as molasses, man. We can see this, man. We watch film, we watch it. Man, when Malik Hook on that flea flicker, he was already 15, 20 yards off the ball. The guy ran by him like he was standing still and he was running.
And I let me show Amp screen. Hey y'all, I see y'all asking for the call line. I got to go get a new wire, y'all. So I'll get that thing tomorrow. Yeah, because I tried to get DMV in and it didn't work. It took me a long time to get it going the other day.
I gotta go, man, boss. But let me say something right quick, give me my little thing because
go ahead.
I want to say something, man. Mm-hmm. And I want to say this. I'm about to embark on something that's been a bucket list. I've been a Cowboy fan probably longer than all y'all. And I've been a Cowboy fan. I have seen my Cowboys play in Charlotte about 7 times. I've seen them play in Atlanta about 8 times. I done seen them play in Jacksonville once. But I'm about to embark on something this week that I'm about to see my Cowboys play in Dallas. And it'll be my first trip to Dallas to watch the team that I've been rooting for all my life play in Dallas. So I think that's going to be a memorable time. And I ain't coming there for no damn loss, Dallas. I ain't coming to I ain't spending this damn money to come there for y'all to lose. So y'all need it, as I've been into my saying for the years, coaches, players, it's time to get your mind on your damn work. And if your mind on something else, it's time. 1 and 2 should mean you need to get your mind on your work. And I say this, man, but I say this, man, when these guys go out here, because they do a great job of trying to find solutions and people we get, right? Yes, there needs to be some things being gotten here, but it's going to really come down to are they in it for the fame or they in it for the game?
Yeah, coach.
Because right now I don't see in the game. I see for the fame. I see guys that are trying to hang on because they like being in Dallas. Yeah. And Eagle Flutes, if you want to get control of your defense, sometimes you got to fire your homeboy. If you fire your homeboy, you get everybody else's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. If you fire your homeboy, you get everybody else's attention.
That's right.
Homeboy and the player do really good right now.
So we need to that back end has to be fixed. And boss, you're back end person, man. Listen here. If we really looked at it hard, we can say, man, when we talk about athletes and stiffs, we got a lot of damn stiffs back there, man.
You got stiffs.
It ain't hard to put athletes on the stiffs. Yep. We got too many stiffs. We got to get more athletic in that back end where we can fly. And I would take speed right now over cerebral because then I know you would cause problems with people because at least we can fly around like crazy.
Appreciate it,
so
coach.
Look, when y'all look at these people, let's look for speed. But hey, man, see y'all this week, man, in Dallas, man. Hopefully they're doing something, man, for the pregame because this is a big game, man. And we're going to win this game because I'm going to bring the energy, brother.
I love it. We finna win, man. Fuck Green Bay.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it, coach.
Later.
Yeah.
Stay up, coach.
Cowboy Trey said, then I got your amp, and then we'll just cut it. Panel, if this continues to go south bad, who the Jones blame? Possibly shot it? Nah, he ain't gonna blame shot it. Offense doing too good. They go blame defense. They go blame Eagle Flus, and they go start with their passing game coordinator. So
yep.
Go ahead, Amp.
Yeah.
You had a list. Did you want to talk about it? Did you just or you just ready to? We can just.
I ain't even too much on that list like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
You just
we'll save that for this.
Yeah,
week,
we'll save it. That's just homework.
But looking at this team, man, looking at this defense, looking at Flus, he gonna have to dig down, and he gonna have to find some fire starter. I know he's probably like, damn, man, what more other hits am I gonna take? Okay, he lost Micah to start the year. Okay, he don't have Bland right now. Diggs is on the mend. Okay, Overshown is not available. The athletes that we do have is probably what he was banking on. So now, unfortunately, his system, his scheme appears to be inadequate because he doesn't have what he needs. So if we don't get him what he needs, we got to take it easy on his back. Because you need the proper tools to do a job. And the tools that are on the field right now, y'all heard Henny say it, it's a lot of people playing like ass. Like, for real. So, Flus, one of the things I saw again today is after the discrepancies we saw, it took so long for Wanye to even make the field. Like, why are his adjustments so damn late is what inquiring minds like myself want to know. If it ain't working, you going to keep trying to squeeze it out? Now you got to flip the script. And that's what that's going to be Amp this week. Flip the script. I can't see us doing the same old two-step and thinking it's going to be different. That's what they call insanity, y'all.
Yep.
You're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's not going to work like that. We have to be open-minded to make the necessary changes to help this defense improve, because it's bad. I mean, we got y'all heard me say it during the live. We got receivers getting behind your safeties when the ball is at the 5. How?
Yeah, I just want to piggy off Amp. I'm gonna say this. I'm not giving up. I know it's people already on social saying no way we should trade any assets. This season is lost. It's just game 3. When there's a will, there's a way. And believe it or not, there is a blueprint to follow. Know your history, just recent history. Eben Flus, here's my message to you. How stubborn are you going to be? How stubborn are you going to be? Your job is on the line. As soon everyone is eyeing for you. Will you change? Because, like I said, Zimmer was in something similar but worse than you last year.
He was. This is why when people was, oh, Boss, y'all crazy, Luke, y'all crazy, Amp, y'all crazy. This season was lost. Dog, I gave up on the team last year. I ain't gonna lie. I thought we had it for sure. We was for sure finna get old dude from Colorado. You know what I'm saying? I'm blanking on his name, Travis Hunter. And this defense went out there and fought. They did.
They went out there and fought.
Yes.
So you might think, oh, we're just not good enough right now. Hell, make a way. Make a way. If the roof is if your old safeties can't handle walking and chewing gum, take the responsibility away from them. Let's simplify it. That's what Zimmer did. He simplified it. We went all the way back to ground one to make sure you get that right. He was running a more difficult defense, Eben Flus. How bad you want the job? He went at front office. I need noses. No. How bad you want the job? So when people talk about me with desperation, no, he ain't desperate. He comfortable. See, Zimmer came in on desperation. He went against everything. People don't understand. He was on a 1-year deal. He had 1 year to figure it out, and he was given the worst hand possible. And I saw Chauncey Golston out there fighting. I saw Amari out there covering. You know what I'm saying? I saw the same safeties, even though they got torched versus the Saints in the Ravens game, they got it together somehow. You know what I'm saying? I saw Amaris Luafau break open. I saw Overshown breaking open. Like, And we thought once we lost Micah, it was over. Once we lost D-Law, it was over. I'm not being positive. I'm saying the key to this is ultra focus. Get in there. It's ultra focus. You're not ultra focused. You overlooked this team, man. You overlooked the last 2 opponents, man. You got out of the last opponent off your skinny and your chin. Because you went to overtime with him. You thought shit was sweet.
Yeah.
Let me be honest with you. You think shit was sweet. They missing guys. Y'all feeling themselves in Cowboy Nation. Y'all helped out. We were saying let's press, and y'all were like, oh, we good. No, the hell we ain't.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So there is a formula to this. First of all, it's going to start with pride. Pride has to exit the building now. That is why that is a deadly sin. This with the Sanborn thing has to exit now. Now. No waiting. Now. I don't care what the fuck he knows. I don't care. He can be a coach for all I fucking care. For all I fucking care. But he needs to exit now.
My bad.
I've seen your algorithm. But Donovan Wilson, go now. Go now. You know what I'm saying? You need to start calling out your leaders. Start calling out your coaches that you brought. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Fix the roof. There is a way to get out of this. And I'm telling you right now, desperation gonna be the key.
So I think that's a perfect way to end it.
Land the plane.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. Aggressive. Or quit. I choose aggression. I choose to quit. What y'all choose?
I love my Cowboys and I understand time is but that's
What you choose, Amp?
Bro, I choose to fight week in and week out. And we ain't going nowhere, bro.
I choose to fight.
that's the only way to go, man.
It's the only way.
It ain't around, it ain't over, it ain't behind. It's the only way is through.
And I ain't mad if you quit. I ain't mad if you quit. I choose to fight.
Dead weight.
Just don't come talk to me. I'm gonna be fighting. We out.